So now text 188. When he understands his own nature, material illusion departs and he becomes liberated. Then he understands that he is an intensely blissful part and parcel of the Supreme Brahman. If in every circumstance one reaps the fruit of his actions. In the liberation attained by knowledge of one's own self, the fruit is only slight happiness. Persons who yearn for Swargaloka praise the celestial worlds in the same way persons who, because they are tormented by the word of birth and death and cannot taste nectar, yearn for impersonal Brahman again and again praise impersonal liberation. I think we read all this, right, Amma? Yesterday? Do you guys remember? Or else I can read this. Hare Krishna, Amma. The ultimate happiness is in devotional service. That happiness is attained by they who serve the Lord's glorious lotus feet. To describe the greatness of the happiness in devotional service, we have spoken the word ultimate. This means it has no limit. The happiness of devotional service increases at every moment. Its greatness has no limit. However, the Brahman happiness in impersonal liberation does not increase. It stays within its limits. There are the super souls and the impersonal Brahman and the supreme controller. Because these three are one, the difference between them is destroyed. In truth, the individual spirit souls are eternally different from the supreme. Then again, because they are his parts and parcels, they are not different from him. Then the difference is then the difference is destroyed. Srila, in this our final conclusion, which is perfectly logical and which proclaims that the individual spirit souls and the supreme are simultaneously one and different. There is no flaw. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that even Shankaracharya admitted that the individual spirit souls are subordinate to the supreme. Shankara prayed, O Lord, Satya api Badapagame Nata Tavaham na Mamakins Tvam Samudro hi Taranga Kava Kwacha na Samudras Tarangaha. Oh Lord, even when all differences between us have gone, still I am yours. But you never become mine. A wave is the property of the ocean, but the ocean never becomes the property of the wave. As the words of great souls quoted here by us are always conclusive evidence, so the actions of great souls are also evidence. ఒక్క నిమిషం అమ్మా.
Mataji, what page is it, Mataji?
Yeah, I will tell you. Amma. This is 197, page number 462. Amma.
Okay, got you. Maybe I can.
Yeah, you can continue, Amma.
And what's the page
What
number?
page number you said, Mata? Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Page number 462, Amma.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
197.
462.
462 and text number 197.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Amma.
Mataji, do you want to?
No, Ma, you can write.
197. Text is 197, you said.
Oh.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I shared it, Mataji.
Oh, good. You look at you. So sharing has happened. Good. So you want to continue, Rasakrit Mataji or Hemsundar Mataji? Yeah, please go ahead.
Sure, ma'am.
It doesn't matter. If she wants to read, it's fine.
A little bit. Yeah. 197. As the words of great soul quoted here by as are always conclusive evidence. So the actions of great souls are also evidence. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains. Oh, sorry, I think we have to read from here. I have no desire for any liberation from the bonds of birth and death that will break the relationship where you are the master and I the servant. Many histories support this view. They are not myths or fables. Srila Sanatana Goswami gives Srimad Bhagavatam 4.20 31 to 32 as an example. They who think these stories myths became offenders and are thrown into a terrible hell. Srila Sanatana Goswami quotes the Naradiya Purana. O best of Brahmanas, they suffer in hell who claim that the stories in the Puranas which teach the path of religion or myths. How can impersonal liberation be worthy of praise when even the demons who are criticized by the scriptures and who kill cows, brahmanas, and others attain it? Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the demons' killing of others is described in the advice given by Kamsa's ministers in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.4.40. The devotees and demons are opposite in all respect. Therefore, their destinations and the way they attained it must also be opposite. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the goal of the devotee is to love the Supreme Lord, and the devotees attain it by worshipping the Lord's lotus feet. The goal of the demons is impersonal liberation, and the demons attain it by following the theory of impersonalism. Sometimes anger or other voices may also lead to the devotee's goal. This is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.97.23. Oh,
Yeah, Hemsundar Mataji.
yeah.
If she wants to.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
That's good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Pratima, please go ahead.
Give me a second. I opened it and I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I got it. Okay. By practicing, my pranams to you all. By practicing the mystic yoga system and controlling their breath, the great sages conquered the mind and senses. Thus, emerging in mystic yoga, they saw the super soul within their hearts and ultimately enter into the impersonal Brahman. However, even the enemies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead attain that position simply by thinking of the Supreme Lord. The damsel of Raja, the gopis, simply wanted to embrace Krishna and hold his arms, which are like serpents, and being attracted by the beauty of Krishna, they ultimately acquire a taste for the nectar of the Lord's lotus feet. We can also taste the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet by following in the footsteps of gopis. Many persons have attained liberation simply by thinking of Krishna with great attention and giving up sinful activities. This great attention may be due to lusty desires, inimical feelings, fear, affection, or devotional service. I shall now explain how one receives Krishna's mercy simply by con- uh, center- concentrating one's mind upon him. By devotional service to Lord Krishna, one becomes saintly. Devotional service is the best way to progress in a spiritual life. By devotional service, one attains the Lord's two lotus feet, as the result of his efforts. And Srila Rupa Goswami explains that Lord Krishna himself glorifies the devotee in these words. Um, I am completely under the control of my devotees. Indeed, I am not at all independent because my devotees are devoid of all material desires. I sit only within the course of their heart. What to speak of my devotee, even those who are devotee of my devotees are very dear to me. O best of the Brahmanas, without saintly persons from whom I am the only destination, I do not desire to enjoy my transcendental bliss and my supreme opulences, since pure devotee gives up their homes, wives, children, relatives, riches, and even their lives simply to serve me, without any desire for material improvement in this life or in the next. How can I give up such devotee at any time? Mm, Any as chess woman being bring their gentle husband under the control by service, the pure devotees who are equal to everyone and completely attached to me in the core of the heart bring me under their full control. If somebody else like to read, I can let them have a read.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mm.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We're getting close to 8:20 anyway, so maybe we can just share our reflections. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Uh,
everything is so beautiful here.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to continue reading for a little more? However
Sure.
you feel. Yeah. You okay,
Mhm.
Mataji.
It's so beautiful that let's keep on reading. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead. आपकी मन की इच्छा.
My devotees who are, you stop me, Mataji, okay?
No,
My,
no. You whenever you feel like naturally, then
okay.
you take the
No, I
pause.
don't want to go over it. Yeah. My devotees who are always satisfied to be engaged in my loving service are not interested even in the four principles of liberation: Salokya, Surupya, Swarupya, Sam, Sampya. Is that right? I
Yes,
said,
please. Yep.
mm,
Samipya. Yes, please.
yeah, and Trusty. Although these are automatically achieved by their service. What then is to be said of the such perishable happiness as elevation to the higher planetary system? The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I'm always in the heart of my pure devotee. My devotees do not know anything but about me, and I do not know anyone else but them. Uh, the great souls who know the truth and relish the nectar of devotional service to the Lord attain the nectar of the Lord's lotus feet as a result of their effort. Uh, the nectar of Lord Krishna's lotus feet is attained only by Krishna's mercy. It is not attained by pious fruitive work, philosophical speculation, or renunciation. Pious fruitive work interferes with the devotional service, and dry renunciation destroy it. However, when these two are purified, they help it. Because of the Lord's mercy and the devotees' association, the self satisfied sages abandon their faith in impersonal Brahman and enter the path of devotional service. They become liberated by the Lord's potency, then attain bodies of eternity, knowledge, and bliss, and with spiritual senses, they serve Lord Hari. The happiness of the impersonalist is attained by renunciation of false ego, The renunciation is easily done by they who know the truth. Although impersonal liberation may come from devotional service, the devotees never accept the happiness of the impersonalists, for it checks their love for the Lord. Love that can never be satisfied is the great results of devotional service, and the devotees think all other results should be given up. Because the happiness of the impersonalist comes without devotional service, it does not satisfy the heart. The great devotees do not think it is very good. By devotedly performing one's own religious duties, one attains the purity of heart and brings the happiness of the impersonalist. By performing this external devotional service, one attains a slight result. But by performing internal devotional service, one attains a very great result. Leaving the happiness of the impersonalist behind, the devotees worship the Lord's lotus feet without stop, quickly attains great happiness and faith in a devotional service. In devotional service, a person who experiences what he experienced and the activities of the sense by which he experienced are all manifested in many different ways. Srila Sanatan Goswami explains that the person who experiences is the devotee who thinks I am the Lord's servant and who thinks himself related to the Lord in any one number of ways. What he experienced is the Lord who manifests many very wonderful and sweet transcendental form, pastime, and other features the devotee experience through the activities of the senses, which include a host of devotional activities, beginning with hearing and chanting. Because the mind remains inactive, no happiness can be perceived in the meditative trance of the impersonalist. However, when the mind is active, happiness shines through as light shines through a crystal mountain. Srila Sanatan Goswami explains that in the trance of the impersonalist, the mind and senses are inactive and therefore neither happiness or nor anything else can be perceived. In that state, there is only void. This is described in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.84.29. However, for the devotees who with love and devotion actively serves the Lord's blissful lotus feet, great happiness is experienced in the mind, intelligence, and the senses. Therefore, the happiness of devotional service, which comes from the sweetness of the mercy of the Lord, who loves his devotees, is greater than the happiness created by the meditative trends of the impersonalist. Should I read Mataji or stop?
And pause. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your flow
You're
of the
welcome.
reading. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like I missed so much not joining for this many days.
Yeah. Please. From whatever you have heard, whatever you read so far, do you want to say something, Hemasundari Mataji?
I like some uh, that I can tell you what that in one of the texts says Sanatan Goswami explains the goal of devotee is to love the Supreme Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and the devotee attains it by worshipping the Lord's lotus feet.
Mm-hmm.
And um, next I like was by practicing the no, hold on. There was a talking about the Raja gopis that damsel of Raja, the gopis, simply wanted to embrace Krishna and hold his arms, which are like the serpents, and being attracted by the beauty of Krishna, they ultimately acquired taste for the nectar of the Lord's lotus feet. You can also taste the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet by following the footstep of gopis, which I really want to experience someday when my heart becomes pure, And it's a Krishna says that he's completely under the control of the devotees, and he says, "By my devotees are devoid of all material desire. I sit only within the core of their heart." I'm sure he's sitting in my heart, but I wanted to tell that, but just sit in my heart forever. What to speak of my devotee, even those who are devotees of my devotee, like so very dear to me. And the last, since pure devotee gives up their homes, life, children, everything, right? The relative reach and everything just to simply serve Krishna without any desire for material improvement. So, um, um, Krishna loves those devotees. So he say, "How can I give up such devotee at any time I think of them?" Right? And pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I'm always in the heart of my pure devotee. My devotee do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anyone else but them. The more we are dipping in this every way, like bhakti vriksha or chanting, and slowly it just comes in our um, consciousness more, like thinking about Krishna, 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 Krishna. So thank you for you are making it all possible more by just reminding us, like, okay, this is time for Chaitanya, this is for this, this is for japa. But sometimes due to the health, it's just not everything possible. But I'm very, very grateful
Yes.
for your services for all of us, and all the devotee. I'm very grateful to have your association, and always my prayers to you all. Hare Krishna.
I'm getting from you all, and thank you for whatever you have given so far. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And dear devotees, only because you read today, we were able to hear something. Josna Mataji and I, we could hear something because Swarnagauri Mataji and Rasakrida Mataji and Hemasundari Mataji, you very kindly read. And thank you all for giving this.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you. And anything else, any one of you that would like to say? I'm gonna get into the room. That's a disturbance. Okay. Yes, please. Anything from you?
Yeah, just want to add to the Hemasundari Mataji's whatever she said, Mataji. Yes, we are all getting the happiness of the one which you are all giving to us, Mataji.
Oh, go.
The association.
I am getting from
Yeah, so the association is bringing us closer, and the mercy, we feel like the mercy is flowing. And
I was thinking as all of you are reading, here I am, I'm hearing, and I'm thinking, thank you for reading. Someday, I don't want to say it someday, but when you are just reading like that, it was just so good just to hear as you read. And I was thinking, oh, thank you, Mataji, all of you. You're doing such a great favor. Thank you. Yeah.
You are helping us slowly. Chaito Darpan Marjanam. That's it.
yes, Mataji. Correct.
I was just thinking as you were reading that you're trying to reach Bhagavan. And I'm like, oh, what kind of attempt is that for me? Mm. It has to be through the devotees, absolutely through the devotees. If Bhagavan, if I have to get any mercy of Bhagavan, it has to be absolutely through the devotees. Otherwise, it's just my imagination that I'm thinking I'm getting mercy from Bhagavan. It's my imagination. But when it is through the devotees, then that is more pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam. Then that is not imagination. Through the devotees, Bhagavan cannot be. That I wanted to share, dear devotees, today. Mercy, Bhagavan is Bhagavan makes himself accessible only through the devotees, not directly, only through the devotees. I know I'm repeating right, but yes, that's the point I wanted
Yeah,
to.
that's true, Mataji. That's true. We can experience that. So Bhagavan is
Only through
His
the
mercy through the devotees, through the devotees. Yes, Mataji.
no.
That's what we read, right, Amma? Today or yesterday in
I don't know
Chaitanya
about the
Yeah,
reading.
today we read Mataji.
In
Reading to
Chaitanya
ho gaya.
Charitamrita.
Yes, reading to ho gaya, but it has to get inside me, right? I am
Yeah,
hearing,
yeah,
reading,
yeah.
hearing, and what to ho raha hai? I'm like, Bhagavan, ek baat, just simple things. How many zillions of lives would it take for these truths to get inside? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mercy has to be through the devotees. Yes, Mataji, reading hai. But I want to appreciate that point. That mercy is through the devotees.
Yeah, Amma.
So that's from my side. And Josna Mataji, आप कुछ बोल रहे क्या? All of us said something. आप भी बोल कुछ बोलना है तो.
My needle was stuck when the love was coming again and again there in today's reading. And I was thinking that I don't even know what love means.
True.
That's all I was thinking, Mataji, that I don't know what love means. And please
Really?
teach me somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing is being accomplished at least when we are hearing every day. जैसे हम लोग when we get together and read and hear, one thing is confirmed and double confirmed and multiple times confirmed कि ये जो कुछ भी हो रहा है यहाँ पे, whatever we are hearing here, I definitely don't have that.
అట్లా ఎందుకు అనుకుంటారమ్మా అట్లా
वो confirmation. Oh, okay. ये बात तो नहीं. Okay, at least it is clear that I don't have it. No confusion about it. No confusion about it. Okay, slate. At least अब slate तो clean हो गया. Slate clean हो गया. But this is very nice to at least know that I don't have it. It's better to be better than being in the illusion thinking, yeah, I have it.
What I know is chanting, Amma. Chanting only drives you everywhere, Amma. That's what I feel.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there, Mataji. Yes. So,
I wanted to express one thing, Amma, after everybody talks, right? So 205.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, you please go ahead, express that, and then maybe we can pause after that. Please go ahead, Mataji.
Okay, Amma.
Yeah.
Actually, here in text 205, Srila Sanatana Goswami explains, pious fruitive work interferes with the devotional service and dry renunciation destroys it. So, however, when these two are purified, they help it. So, that means avidya, gnanam or knowledge, it should not, soshakam, dryness. So that knowledge should not destroy the devotional service. So both of them has to go purified. Both of them has to be purified. Both devotional service and the renunciation state. That's what it says, Amma.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you, Mataji. This,
Yeah.
thank you. And this verse of Srila Rupa Goswami comes again and again to rescue. Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Nabhavet Grahyam Indriya Sevonmukhehi Jihvadau Swayameva Spuratyada Seva Unmukha, willing to serve. When I have this willing to serve, that mood servitude, then on its own everything is manifested. So it open secret है. सेवन्मुखे ही जिह्वादौ. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you all so much. Now, all that you have read, I'm hoping that it will ring in my ears, ring within me. So that's what happens when I hear in the evening when you all read. So I am grateful to you all. So we'll pause here then. Dear devotees, Mataji's. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Vaishnavi Thakurani ki jai. And Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.